This is Miss Synonym, and this second week of school we're going to be focusing on reviewing our letters in cursive D, E, and F, capital and lowercase. So here are our capital letters D, E, and F, and our lowercase D, E, F. We're going to go to our loose leaf, and here I already have my heading set up, just like we learned and talked about last week, and we have one posted in our class like this. And so we're going to begin, we're going to skip a line, and we're going to begin next to this margin, and we're going to make a capital D. Our capital D starts at the top, so I'll put a dot where we're going to start, and we're going to go straight down to the bottom. We're going to make a little curl, a little circle kind of. I'll put my camera over here so you can kind of see. And then we're going to curve back up and finish at the top. Now notice where our D ends up here. So when we make a capital D, we don't have to connect it to the next letter. We're just going to write the next letter of a word down here, because it would look really strange to connect it up here. So we're going to actually pick our pencil up to start another letter down there when we connect a word. So let's make another one over here, and I'll see if I can get the angle better so that you can see. So we're going to start at the top. We're going to go down, small tiny loop, curve, go back up, and stop at the top. Capital D. Now for our capital D, let's do a word where we're going to start with a capital D. Let's say we have someone named Dan, if that's their name. So that's a proper noun. So here I'm going to have my D, start at the top, go down, make my little loop, up to the top. I'm going to stop right there, that's my D. And then my A will be here, remember, a small A will start halfway. I'm going to go around, back up, and then my N has two humps, if you remember. So that would be the name Dan. Now, our lowercase d, which looks like this, is going to start in the middle of a line. So we're going to skip this line, and then we're going to start here. So about right there is where we're going to start the D. And what we're going to do is actually make a magic C and then change it, and it's going to become a lowercase d. So we're going to make a loop first. We're going to make the loop that makes the magic C. So we're going to start in the middle of the line right here. We're going to go around like we're making a C. But when we get to the bottom right here, we're going to go all the way back up and touch the top line and then trace it back down, and that's our D. Pretty easy. So let's make another one. So we're going to start at the middle, right halfway between the lines. We're going to make our C. There's our C, but we're going to go up again, make these lines touch, come back down. So there's our lowercase d. And then of course, when we want to begin a word with our D, we're going to just keep on connecting right here. So let's do the word dad with a lowercase d. His dad, knows mine, dad. So we're going to start here, make our C, changing it to a D now, going up, coming back down. Now we're going straight into our A. So we're going to go around like this. We're actually going to make another C right here, magic C, but this time we're going to turn it into an A. We're going to go up, meet that line, come back down. Now we're going to make another D. Make our curve, come back around. There's a C, but we're going to change it. Going up, come back down, and there's our word dad. Good. Now you can pause the video here and you can write on your paper what I just wrote to practice, or you can write other words that have D's in them. Now let's move on to our capital E. Here's our capital E. And for our capital E, we're going to start on the top of a line. So we'll skip a line on our paper here, and we're going to start our E right here. And our E is going to actually go halfway and then end at the bottom. So if you think of three dots, you're going to actually go to the left. You're going to start at the top line. You're going to go to the left and to the middle. So it's kind of like a backwards B, but you're not putting the line down the middle. And then to the bottom, and there we have it, an E, capital E. And let's practice another one. So we start at the top line. Remember, we have a middle line right there. We're going to go to the middle, to the left, and to the bottom. There's our capital E. Now if we want to connect it, we would connect from the bottom right here because our pen is already down there. So let's do the word egg. Or let's do a name that starts with a capital E. So let's do Eden, E-D-E-N. So we'd start up here, and we're going to do left into the middle, left into the bottom. Now we're going to move over a little bit so we have enough room, and we're going to make the magic C bottom to the D, go up, come back down. I'm going to make a little E, which is halfway. There we go. And an N, which has 2 humps. And there's Eden. And a small E, which we just made right here, is just a little loop that's halfway. It's kind of like a little tiny L almost, because it's short. So an E would be, a little E is half the size of these. So when we make a little E, we're going to make one down here. It's going to go up to there, halfway. So an E is just, we start on the bottom, we make a loop up, and loop straight back down, easy. There's an E. So an E, we start at the bottom, going to go halfway, curve back down, E. So now let's go ahead and do the word egg over here. So we're going to start at the bottom, we're going to make our E, then we're going to go right ahead, and there's again that magic C that we're going to turn into a G because we're going to go up. Now we have an A, but we're going to go down and loop it back on the left side. That's our first G. Then we're going to make another C, but we're going to change it to an A, and now we're going to loop down to the bottom and go back around. So here we have the word egg in cursive. Now you can pause and you can write your E's and make some words with E's to practice. And our next letter is F, capital F, which actually looks like a T with a line through it. As you can see, this is a T, and that's an F. So the difference is there's a line across the F, the capital F. So let's make a capital F on our paper. To make a capital F on our paper, we are going to start on the top of a line. We're going to go across like this to make the top, kind of like a little roof. Then we're going to go down, and you're going to stop right there. Now that would be a T. Some people like to do this, that's okay too. And we're going to put a line across it. That makes it an F. If you didn't put the line, it would be a T. And then here, let's do another one. So we just start at the top, we go across and curve down, and you can leave it that way, or you can make the little hook on it, and you have to put the line for it to be an F. So there's our capital F. So let's write a word, and let's write a word here that begins with a capital F. So let's do Friday. So here we are going to go across. I'm going to make the top. Now notice I put a little line on the end, and that's okay to do that if you want to. So there's our bottom line. Remember, you can put the little hook if you want to or not. And you want to start your R right next to this F, right here. R, I, D, A, and Y. We want to dot our I. Now, some people like to connect the F. You can do it this way or you can connect it. So let me show you underneath how you would connect it if you wrote it the other way. If you wrote it the other way, you could do it this way. You would do the top, and then you would keep your pencil down and go right into the R like that. Here's my D, my A, and my Y, and I need to cross it. So if you want to connect it, you just keep your pencil and go back, or your pen, and you go back through it. So there's our two versions of the capital F that are connected. Either way is okay. And a lowercase f. Now, the lowercase f looks completely different from the capital F, doesn't it? So it kind of has an L for a top, a lowercase L for a top, and then it goes under the line, like underwater, and curves to the right at the bottom. So if you notice, if you actually look at the letter up and down like this, the curves are to the right, not to the left side. So let's try that on our paper. So let's do our lowercase f right here. So we're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to go upward, going to curve, go up, touch the top line, and we're going to the left, this way, left. So we're going to go that way, and we're going to make our curve go back down, and we're going to the right, meet in the middle, and come up. There's our F. So let's do it again so you can see the motion on our paper. So actually, if you drew a line like this, your curves are on this side of the line, not on the left side. So we're going to start right here. We're going to go up. Notice I'm going this way, that way, straight down, past the line. If you pretend like the bottom of your line is the water, you're going underwater. And then you're going to go to the right, up, on the right side, not this side, to the right side. See where my arrow's pointing this way. So I'm going to go this way and back, up. It kind of actually looks like a pair of sunglasses if you look at them sideways. So there's our F. So let me do it one more time so you can see. You're going to go up, this way, straight down, and then you're going to come back and meet this point right here. You're going to go up this way, there. All right, now let's do a word over here with a lowercase f. Let's write frog. So we're going to start at the bottom, go up, going to the left this way, straight down, curving this way, meet your bottom. Now we're going to just go to the right and go right into our little R, like make a little tabletop, back down. We're going to go up and make our O, and then we're going to make our G over here. There, frog. So you can practice your F's. And you can ask in class if you have any questions. Thanks.